Hi everyone, welcome to Becoming. I'm your host Elena, and today we're really happy to welcome Michaela to our platform. So, Michaela, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello guys. My name is Michaela. Some of you might have met me last summer. I was here for a kind of like a application experience sharing session, and it was really great seeing all of you. And a lot of you asked a lot of great questions that day. And I've been in contact with Elena for the whole time, so it's really glad that I'm back here with Becoming. So a little bit of background about me. I went to school in Hangzhou. I grew up in different cities, so I moved a lot. I don't consider exactly like where which city I belong to, but I do consider the place I went high school to, which Philadelphia is my second hometown. So that's a little bit about me. And right now I am in Babson College and concentrating in marketing and business analytics. Basically, I'm very interested in any kind of like big data. And also I'm thinking about learning more about finance, and hopefully after graduation, I can be finally sure what I actually want to go into. Because right now I'm still a little bit confused. Yep.
Yeah, because I think Becoming is really like a channel where people either they come to share what they found during like their experiences and like for example their interests that they actually developed, or they're here to develop their interests. So like actually where I think where it's a mutual relationship where actually we kind of help each other out to explore the different areas of interest and the different fields throughout life, basically. Yeah. So, just now you mentioned you go to Babson College, right? And then you're studying data, like big data, and also like finance you're interested in. So, like, can you please share like some interesting or meaningful extracurricular activities that you were involved in during your high school times? Like, did these help you develop your interest or major path?
Yeah. So for data part, I actually only developed it after I took my quantitative analysis class. So I took like 3 classes in a row for 3 semesters, and now my 4th semester I'm taking classes that with seniors and juniors that like kind of help me to confirm that I'm actually really interested in data. Like back in high school, I was more into like entrepreneurship, like business administration. So one of the things I did was back in my middle school, I was in the Hangzhou Foreign Language School first business competition, and I was positioned as the CEO of the company. And during that 4 days, so it was a 4-day competition. So during that time, you have to like run a company. We went through the process of like sales, like supply chain, human resource management, because I had to manage a group of people, which is like 4 people on my team. But according to like how many people you want on your team, like you could be also be managing like more than like maybe 5 or 6 people. And I learned a lot about like economic indicators, and I learned a lot about like how to pursue a customers to buy a product and how to find the best supply chain. And it helped me to see like how a business operates from executives perspective. As of now, I'm thinking of going into business analytics. I can refer back to my experience and see like how to take use of data resources. I have to kind of extract the instincts, because sometimes when you look at a raw data, you don't know what kind of insights that you want to extract, because if you don't run the business, you wouldn't know like what kind of information you would use to improve that business. So that kind of like the experience helped me to like fully understand how it goes. And then I guess another thing, it wasn't really related to business, but it's kind of something like I try to be more engaged with my community. Is that I did the Best Buddies program. If anyone is like familiar with Best Buddies, it's very popular in the U.S. So for my high school, it was actually the first one in the Philadelphia Archdiocese, because I went to a Catholic school, so we are ranked, like we're kind of like grouped into archdiocese, meaning that you go to the same church or like under the same branch.
Mhm.
So we're the first school that we're doing it in the archdiocese. So it was a relatively like bigger in our school, and it's an international organization that helps with IDD community, including well, mostly with Down syndrome, autism, and all of the other syndromes. Like there are a lot of things that goes into it. If you're interested, I would encourage you to look up this organization. So I was paired up with my buddy Sandra. So I spend time with her every week and talk to her about my life. A lot of people would think that this is probably like boring, time consuming, and also my partner, like my buddy, doesn't talk. Not because like she cannot talk, but she doesn't want to talk. And I think spending time with her and enjoying our silence together kind of like it's very beautiful, at least it is to me. And then what I will always feel grateful for whenever I look back. um, I think it really helped me to appreciate my life more and taught me to be more like caring. And then I guess like in a way also helped me to improve my communication skill and then also how to be more compassionate about people.
Mm.
Yeah, and then the last one is Pennsylvania Free Enterprise Week. It was a program through my high school. Um, it was a 1 week program that gives students like a real entrepreneurial experience. And it was a little bit different than the first one that I did back in Hangzhou. The students will be assigned into groups. So you don't choose your group, you'll have to collaborate with people. So that's the first challenge for me. And another challenge is that that was actually my first time dealing within the only American community. So that means like I cannot speak Chinese, and that was my first language. So I was a little bit uncomfortable about it. But as I go, like you kind of just get a sense like how to talk to people. And then for that week, there will be 2 days that help to like to understand the basic business knowledge, like tell you what is revenue, like how to calculate the profit margin, of the financials. And the contest was really interesting because you have to come up with your own business idea and you have to come up with a marketing campaign for it. And then the last 3 to 4 days is going to be operation, but it's more focused on internally data and internally on financials and performances, which is like a sheet that they return to you, will be measured only on paper, and it will be only numbers. So what we did is that we will decide what is the money that we're going to spend this year for each of the department. So what is the budget for R&D? What is budget for advertisement? And then based on each year, we're going to decide if we're going to put more money in this or that. And it is 1 fiscal year per day. So each quarter runs really, really fast. And we're like, basically like you have to think really fast to be like, so keep track of everything that's happening. So it was really a fun experience to work within a group. And so like it was really a challenge for me. So I kind of like stepped out of my comfort zone and also learned a lot of knowledge. I think it was the first time. Oh yeah, because I mentioned like I only got interested in data after I got into college, but that might be my first time interested in data because I realized how easy you can show people and how like the visualization we did was helping us to like kind of like extract all of the insights and then make all of the decisions.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you shared some really interesting things there. So like you have a business competition and also the Best Buddies program you're involved in, and also you have the Pennsylvania Free Enterprise Week. So like basically I think the key points from what Michaela shared just now is that so like first the first one was mainly about getting with some people you know, right? And then starting this sorry, excuse me, having this like kind of going through the process of actually starting a company, I guess. And then I think that's a really experience of actually getting to know the different steps and actually going through it. So I think maybe throughout that process, it's really interesting to see like what you develop along the way. And I think also the Best Buddies program is like, I think it's actually really meaningful because you get to maybe kind of look at things from different perspectives and to see how actually silence can be meaningful and like I think it links to some like in-depth thoughts and like philosophical things, I think. Yeah, but I think
Mhm.
that is also really meaningful from that perspective. And also the enterprise week, I guess, was also a great way for you to be a risk taker, which like I guess all entrepreneurs do, or like maybe
Mhm.
um
Yeah.
the business sector do like all the time. So I think these are three like really cool activities that maybe helped you develop your interests. Okay, so thank you so much, Michaela. Please follow our next video to see some more things about Babson College and how Michaela chose her major. Thank you.
Thank you.